What's up, YouTube? Doing a video on my slashers. I'm gonna go kind of quick because I don't have a whole lot of time on this thing because it's being retarded. So anyway, these aren't all slashers, but it's a little box set. It has the uncut version of Sleepaway Camp, House by Cemetery, Night of the Living Dead, and Wes Craven's Chiller. Got it for $5. It's a real low budget release, but it's pretty cool for the Sleepaway Camp because I haven't seen that anywhere else uncut. So, because the Anchor Bay is cut, Anchor Bay version's cut. So yeah. Okay. Next up, I've got Alice Sweet Alice, kind of a 70s proto slasher, pretty good movie. Next up is 1981 The Burning, amazing slasher, really great, love it. Next up is one of my favorites, Cheerleader Camp, really underrated. Betsy Russell, oh my god, I love her. Next up is Chopping Mall. It's not really a slasher, but I don't know, I consider it one. I don't know why, but it's really good, love it. I mean, whatever. Anyway, next up is Girls School Screamers. I don't like this movie at all. I love the music though, but other than that, I don't really care for the movie. Next up was one of the best known slashers of all time, Halloween. Really kind of made the slasher flick popular and made tons of other movies come out. Next up is Happy Birthday to Me. I don't really like this movie, but it's alright. Has the girl from Little House on the Prairie in it. It's got some cool kills like that one. Next up is a lesser known classic, but it's really great. House by Cemetery. House on Sorority Row. It's a really good flick. Next up is a double feature of The Initiation, which is really good, and Mountaintop Motel Massacre, which is also I think really underrated. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was wonderful. It's really good. Check it out if you can. Next up is another Tom Savini classic, or gore classic, Maniac, done by William Lustig, guy who owns Blue Underground. Good stuff right there. You can't beat it. Joe Spinell's a great killer. Next up, I have the remake of My Bloody Valentine. This is more or less just because of the original that I have this one, because I like it, but this one's pretty good too. Next up is another Tom Savini gore slasher, or that he did the gore for, The Prowler, Blue Underground. Not as good as Maniac or The Burning, but the gore is great and the story is eh. Next up is a really underrated one, I think, Slaughter High. It's really good. I just love Marty, the character. So, if you can find it, pick it up for sure. Next up is a little harder one to find, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is by Anchor Bay. This is out of print. It's Black Swan. That shouldn't be there. It's not a slasher, and I don't know why it's there, but whatever. Anyway, Slumber Party Massacre Trilogy, released by Shout Factory. Freaking amazing set. Get it if you love slashers, especially slasher comedies. This is one of the greatest sets ever. I love these movies. This is probably some of my favorite horror movies ever. Absolutely love them, especially the first two. Next up is the inferior kind of spin-offs, I guess you could say. Sorority House Massacre 1 and 2. Neither of them are very good. They're both low budget, but they're funny and really corny, and I don't know. They're a good time, but they're definitely nothing compared to Slumber Party Massacre, in my opinion. Next up are the, I guess, semi-slasher 90s parodies, which are classics in their own right. Scream 1, 2, and 3. Fuck. Excuse me. Love them. Grew up with them. They kind of were the first